Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick LTV. Keep it locked.
I'm gonna tell you. We, us, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? Set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this shit. Yes, sir. Brothers and sisters. Greetings once again at the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, and all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. Welcome viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe and make sure you go to the platform. You see, we put an emphasis on about us. It's because we really want to address us today as a people, not just as Jlp or as PNP. You know, see, as Jamaicans. You know, see, because I'm a nationalist. He's not a partisan person. I want to tell you, if the Jlp in a power do good, all better, all good, all wonderful. You know, see, you see this nature what we have, this fanatical nature what we have towards alignment with a certain political party and even enable them when them wrong and I keep up them folly is the reason why enough of we can't read and write today. Is the reason why enough of we live in an informal settlement, as them call it. Is the reason why 14 baby can dead in the hospital and nobody bear no consequence towards it. It's the reason why a member of parliament can be openly racist and discriminating and the leader for the party no have nothing to say to this day. You know, see, when people as followers of people like these are going to stand up in defense of action like these in a today's day and society, Rasta, most of them live a foreign. You know, see, I wonder if them literally get a wage for a tweet or run around social media with them stupid behavior there. Yeah, that's a, both of you I wonder if the same minister them a tweet in a different name. You get what I say? Well, Horace Chan himself that the cartoon we draw up on a wall come out and I say what Everald Warmington did was just a political argument. Him never mean a disrespect or it wasn't racial as a Chinese man. This is how complicit we're prepared to be as a people. And it is reflective of the wider cross-section of the population. You understand what I say? One of the biggest arguments amongst the crowd is that right through Warmington time, him stand by and watch the PNP be racial towards female leader, Edward Seaga. I cannot ever remember that, no time at all. You know, and this is the issue where I did want to address. But then I continued the observation, and when I observed some more, I realized what I mean by racist is the PNP song where them did have a sing back in another day. They say, my leader Barnia, my father Barnia, my mother Barnia, my grandmother Barnia, I Barnia. No, to my knowledge, as dunce as me is, that is reference to your nationality. No, your nationality now is a prerequisite of any nation where you want to go, they go lead it. You have to be a national of the nation. You know, see, preferably being born there, not somebody will get neutralized over time or something like that. Even that is an uphill struggle. You know, it might not be openly, you know, the opposition might not be openly practiced or promoted or something like that. But the likelihood for the people that were born there, yeah, who is even aligned with your politics support you for to be the leader. It's like it's next to, I still can't remember ever seeing it happen anywhere. You get what I say? You will see people rise up to the ranks, rise up to high ranking. You know, see it in a political party, but we never yet see, we never see it. You understand what I say? No, I'm sure a man to you, you know. I'm not call a name, but even in a recent time, you have a Jlp, in a recent politics, you have a Jlp member of parliament where did have some form of foreign nationality. And him did have to shed that in order to continue leading. Vaz, again, was another one. You understand what I say? No, all these things are illegal, and him is just an MP. Now, if there's a shadow of a doubt, say you're born somewhere else or anything like that, that obviously are going to be a high talking point in the campaign, in the political, the opposition, them mouth towards you. You understand? It's dunce. If you sit on one side and say the demand for nationality is a racial argument, it's insulting. And not just as a Jlp, but as a Jamaican, for here, fellow Jamaican, I said them thing there. It's like it wrought with hopelessness, Rasta, in terms of better politics and more transparent and accountable politics in Jamaica. You understand what I say? Because if you have a support base where it's that dense in terms of, you know, clarity, when the meaning of certain simple terms like nationality and racism, if you're going to mix up the two of them, I mean, there is it's like, you know, it feels hopeless to demand anything from them political leader, yeah, Rasta. Because at the end of the day, nobody don't know what them do, really. I mean, the people them don't know if you ask, them don't know if you demand. Because like I say, it's simple. Nationality, racial. Two different things. You understand? One come as a prerequisite to be the party leader. Oh, you gonna say Michael Manley was racist towards Edward Seaga. I mean, Seaga the dunce, like they hide them. Seaga obviously highlight that. No point in a Seaga life did Seaga ever show any form of disgust towards the argument in the sense that it's racial. Seaga wouldn't need a 2 generations after him to come defend it or come question it, you know? And I say it to the go. And if you stop them stupidity there, Rasta, other people sit on one side and I watch. And it's insulting to all of us right across the board as Jamaica, as Jamaicans. You know, see it? You don't need to be PNP to be insulted by, and not insulted, be ashamed by the action or be affected by the action of members of the Jamaica Labour Party, members of the Jlp. End of the day, we are all Jamaicans. And it just goes to show a kind of standard of thinking. And everybody are going to tar everybody with the same brush. And to be fair, and without being insultive, this is indicative of the Jlp following. You understand what I say? Because Seaga make it in point of duty to fight down education. Every educational institution, format where was designed for better enable poor people who are mainly the core followers of political parties. Yeah? Every sort of institution that was put in place to elevate the educational standard of the people was knocked down by Edward Seaga. You understand what I say? To enable a certain lower level way of thinking who cannot question his agendas, cannot question. I mean, it's like essentially a sort of dictatorship, but it manifests itself in the level of the people's thinking are not thinking, can't be able to think for themselves. So again, anything where Jesus said is righteous, you understand what I say? There is no, no critical thought process now go on there. So nobody now objectively think outside that way them so-called Jesus genuine political. Because I must say, it's like a religion. It's no longer like a job where a guy do in order for better able and benefit the individual who vote for put him in there. No, it seems that way. This is fanatical. And it's beyond acceptance anywhere in the world. You get what I say? Other political leaders there in the world. I mean, dictators no have nothing upon our political leaders them based on the way how the follower them think regarding them leader, based on the things them where the following them accept and the question them where them ask, the consequence them where them demand in relation to for them own abuse, public abuse. 400 million missing from the health sector in a public health, and you have common people upon the ground where still a defend. You have headlines where defend the action of these guys and now demand consequences. Nowhere else in the world them things could have happened as close as Cuba there to Jamaica. So it's not a regional thing. As close as Haiti there, as mashed down, as turned down as Haiti is, as you can see. No way when you get them sort of action and attitude over there. And people do this under the guise of being civil, come on, how long a man I got to have him foot by your neck for before you react? And the reaction is just demanded all I got to consequence. If you're not deal with the way, if you not fit the bill, if you not do the job where your campaign say you're coming to come do, step away and leave. Only for other people that if you do it. Don't think you stifle the younger generation where come up. And again, them being the younger generation are more academically inclined than the older folks who are disturbed the whole mentality of the rest of the nation right now today. Yeah? With this racial argument. Alright. I'll play a video for you right here now. The way down in the thing. But we could watch the video here and it'll explain the disrespect and the disrepute where this guy Everald Warmington should have cast. Because again, Mark Golden father's action and contribution to Jamaica, it wasn't partisan, or it wasn't for benefit PNP, it was to benefit Jamaica. So any well-thinking, anybody with a heart, anybody with a mind, anybody with any sort of human qualities whatsoever, if them not just ignorant and dark, like midnight, would have never know these things and allow our, Anyway, I can play the video and get back.
Sir John Golding. Born in London, England on April 15, 1921, Sir John Simon Rawson Golding was a man who passionately served the disabled in Jamaica. He treated not only broken bones but broken hearts and spirits, and treated everyone with importance to raise their self-esteem. He pursued medicine at Middlesex Hospital in London and qualified as a medical doctor in 1944. Although his career was going remarkably well, Sir John ventured to Jamaica, just hoping for a change. He became a senior lecturer at the University College of the West Indies, where he also specialized in medical ethics and established the School of Physical Therapy. During his first 6 months on the island, there was a polio epidemic that left about 1,500 persons severely paralyzed. Sir John established a polio rehabilitation center. His mission was to rehabilitate persons back into a meaningful role into the society.
He was one of the very few people in Jamaica who had any experience at all of working with polio, because we'd never had an outbreak here.
He also opened a hospice for the terminally ill, where they would be taken care of free of charge.
Somehow or other, he derived great fulfillment, probably would be a good word, from that work. It was a place where people could come to and be dealt with and then leave. It wasn't residential, but he used to go to the homes of people to see them.
For his outstanding work in polio rehabilitation and tropical orthopedics, he was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 1959. One of Sir John's other accomplishments was the creation of the Polio Games in 1966 for polio patients. This eventually led to the establishment of the Special Olympics. For his unselfish, lifelong service to society and humanity, he was awarded the Order of Jamaica in 1974. In 1984, he was awarded the LLD Honoris Causa from the University of Toronto, Canada. In 1986, he was knighted by Her Majesty the Queen of England.
Any Jamaican who know that bit of history, which it's not very hidden. I mean, even in a recent time, it's supposed to have been Whoop and Prime up there in the top argument of things. Everybody's supposed to see that we're going high in the media. Just from the rhetoric where the was spewed from the mouth of that Trump, that jankro were among us. You get what I say? It now clear cause if you are disrespect him even more than anybody else who deserve it on the island. You understand what I say? Because again, when you have people like them there in a politics, Rasta, when you have people like them there, them the low standard, them low mentality there in a politics, them not have no mic, them not near no mic when they type of talking a go on. Diplomatically, you make a guy who say, listen, this and a year. You know, them a yes man, them for be. Yeah, them guy that will go out and just give away the country for little and nothing, for feed them pocket, as long as them look and say, oh, you know, like Dr. Evil in the movie there. Can't remember what it name. When goes and say 100 million, and everybody in the room laugh after him bomb. You know, see, because you don't know the value of things. Now, if you know the value of things, the first thing we have to talk about is the integrity. You have to protect that. Your intelligence. You get what I say? And if you are going to spew them sort of shit there out of your mouth, it's like, you know, it say a lot about you. What you think about yourself and how you view yourself. Things where you demand for yourself. The type of quality person where you is. You get what I say? In the eyes of the public. I mean, you depend on the public's respect. You depend on the public. It depends. Your political career depend. But again, them boy they reach the end of them day. Them shouldn't be in a politics this long. You understand what I say? Being the you know, unproductive, being this unproductive and cuss, you know, the way you're thinking, in actions and attitude towards him own a ghetto people and when strive from, and him own a Jamaica, where is Jamaica, you understand? For the most of film life, him did have Edward Seaga's film leader, a leader where him no doubt adore. And if you claim some people used to be racist to Edward Seaga because people, Michael Manley used to sing, my father Banya, my leader Banya. I'm sure in the election the other day, Andrew Holness used that very same song too for himself, which was a big joke in all respect, but him do it. You know, see, and again, it goes to show us the nature of thinking, the lazy, lackluster way of thinking in terms of political approach and how much respect you have for your people and your people them. Because, yes, it should have been insulting. Yes, it should have been offensive. But to a JP supporter who have respect for Edward Seaga, not on a what would you call it, legality level of any farm. You understand? Because, like I say, your nationality is already a condition, a precondition that's there in the existing constitution. I know we put it there. I know none of them put it there. People put it there long before them. And if he is not a national of the country, if you're not born there, it's questionable how you're going to lead. I mean, how you're going to even be in an active politics. You understand what I say? Oh, you're going to be an active representative of the said people who you are not from amongst and you are not a representative of. Because that's the proof is in the pudding. Oh, you're going to represent we if it's not representative of us. You're a representation of another nation, which is your nationality. You get what I say? So it's not something like, say, well then, it's even insulting or disrespectful for demand a man's nationality and things like that. You know, see, Donald Trump do it the other day. Well, we know say it was a racist ploy against Barack Obama when them start one sitting another one hell of a campaign when them start over there claiming they want to see Barack Obama's birth certificate as if the justice system in America is not thorough enough. It's like an insult to the very system where my child comes say be a leader of him. Well, he did become a leader in the end, in the long run. And I can say, oh, America love if you do that if him question the validity and the ability of the America system itself. I mean, belong in a leadership. And that should have been that for him. You understand what I say? But that ain't in the past. We are saying it's something where it's always used in them sort of atmosphere there, campaign atmosphere and things like that. And it's just simple because there is question regarding one's nationality, why somebody can do that. You wouldn't be how come somebody use that pan Andrew Wilness the other day when he try come in a power. Nobody use it pan PJ Patterson. Nobody use it pan Portia Simpson. You get me? It's just that if there's a question mark regarding where you was born, and if you still is a national of that nation, it's just reasonable for you to ask the question. You get what I say? If I have to sit down here and explain that to some people, Rasta, you don't need pen and paper, you don't need pencil, you don't need slate and marker, you don't need crayon and coloring book, and it's shameful and disgraceful. It's an insult even to I and I. If you observe this level with a grown adult who born and grew and raised up to Jamaica, this is how deprived we were of education, real education. So that we can discern and don't see certain things as meaningful, which is, petty. It's quite petty, and those who write a proper sentence with the proper punctuation mark and things like that, we know you know better. You're not gaslighting the media crap are lower standard of educated. The nation, if you come feel like so well, and you yourself up there as a representative who have been through certain things, must know what I said. So let's run with this. And you understand? It's insulting, Rasta, to say the least. And very petty, media crap, redundant way of politics. And then I keep doing them things. And all I do that to continue to facilitate Everald Warmington and him stupid nature, him nasty, corrupt nature, because that's the only way we can look on it. You see it? 40 million gone. There's too much question regarding the Jlp these days here. And common voters who have suffered the brunt of these losses as well like anybody. It's not just PNP. Common voters, I give them a pass because what? Them is a member of the party. None of this money here, none of them big serious money here. Me never see no particular area did I live better than anybody else during COVID-19 and all them sort of something there. Me never see no Jlp area a survivor. Everybody if you are running an eye from police and soldier and under lockdown without a copy of what first world country I do. Except for the support what first world country can afford them people, so that them can stay in them home and don't go outside, go bungle up with anybody else, further spread the virus. You understand what I said? Yet we under them dictatorship level and pressure there, and nobody not say nothing about it. Everybody accept it. While there was money being You know? Yeah. Them did have money. Question and I ask, where the money they go? Where the money they there? Them split up that and share up that amongst for themselves. And it's them being enabled today by poor people where vote for them. Come on, man. This is an insult, Rasta. This is not like a political thing for so well, you know, should be a member of this party, a member of that party. No, this is an insult to our intelligence as a people. People observe we as Jamaican. Nobody abroad now observe we as Jlp or PNP. Nobody abroad now look and say, oh, I saw the Jlp them think because them never like education. Edward say I got to teach them say, born education and stupidity that. We don't want that. Yeah, and this is history. This is natural. Documented history. You understand what I say? Nobody now make up nothing pan the item. That's so. Rasta. You know see? But nobody abroad now see it that way there. Nobody abroad see these representations as Jamaica, as Jamaicans. I saw the whole of we think. I saw the whole of we stay. You know? So we have a right, the rest of we have a right to be ashamed, to be insulted, embarrassed. It's personal. When we are a Jamaican and Jamaican politics, partisan, voters, political supporters, I behave these ways, everybody I think it's a broad brush business right across the board, Rasta. You know see, and if this is so, we in a dire states as a people, judgmental states we in as a people. You know see it, we definitely need help, all of us. I mean, I tell you from the basics, from basic school education, the grown individual them, the grown adult, so-called adult them of the nation need to go back to basics with learning. If this is our way of thinking, if this is our style of politics, you know see, and it's a shame. It's heart-wrenching and disgraceful, Rasta. You know see it? Yes, Rasta.